Welcome to your midweek weather forecast, where we'll see a change in the weather over the western part of the country on Wednesday. That's due to the arrival of a cold front, which brings in cooler weather and the possibility of rainfall mainly over the southwestern parts, but with that chance of rain spreading all the way up the west coast. Ahead of the front, we're expecting windy conditions over the central interior with strong winds in the forecast, with berg winds resulting in a hot day over much of the Eastern Cape. And then we're forecasting partly cloudy and mild to warm conditions over the central and northeastern parts, with yet another sunny and warm day for KwaZulu-Natal. The South African Weather Service has issued a watch for a high fire danger rating over parts of the Western and Eastern Cape in the shade of amber, with favourable weather conditions for the spread and development of runaway fires. Here's our rainfall probability map, with up to a 40% chance of rainfall over the western part of the Western Cape, with a slight chance of rain as we head up the west coast, and a dry forecast for the rest of the country. You'll see that warm weather for KwaZulu-Natal, with daytime highs peaking in the upper 20s, hot over parts of the Eastern Cape, but especially along the coast and for the adjacent lying interior, with daytime highs expected in the low 30s. Warm for Kimberley, Bloemfontein and R, all in the mid-20s, with another mild day for Gauteng, Johannesburg at 21, 23 for Pretoria, and then you'll see the effect of the cold front in the west, 12 as we head into Sutherland, 17 degrees for Cape Town, but Uppington still staying warm ahead of that front at 27. Along the west coast, we're expecting moderate beach conditions for Alexander Bay and Namaqualand, with a moderate west-northwesterly wind, but with fresh winds and the possibility of rain as we head towards Lambert's Bay and Langebaan. And along the west coast, we're expecting a 1.5 metre swell with wave heights between 2 and 3 feet. Here's where you'll see the full effect of the cold front, with cloudy and wet weather in the forecast, as well as a strong northwesterly wind from the Cape Town Atlantic side through to Hermanus, with wind speeds of up to 60 kilometres per hour for Cape Agulhas. And in the southwest, we're expecting a swell height of 2 metres with wave heights between 2 and 4 feet. An offshore component to the wind is expected from Plettenberg Bay through to Port Elizabeth, with a moderate northerly wind in the forecast in the morning. That becomes westerly in the afternoon, with a 25 km per hour west-southwesterly wind for Mussel Bay. And along the south coast, we're expecting a 1.5 metre swell with wave heights between 2 and 3 feet. Moderate beach conditions are expected along the coast between the Wild Coast and Richards Bay due to a fresh northeaster. A moderate northerly wind is expected for East London with good beach conditions. And along the east coast, we're expecting a 1.5 metre easterly swell with wave heights between 2 and 3 feet. That's all from the Weather Centre for now. Have a super Wednesday.
You deserve to know more.
eNCA.com